bio above, below, or to the left or right of me. You'll click on the link there. That will take you then to the website. You'll then punch in Sold 101 in the comments section. That will take you where you need to go to check out. Now, for everybody who's watching on Instagram and Facebook, you will just put in the comments section Sold 101. Ditto that for if you're, I think, watching on the website as well. So very simple stuff. It'll be sold 102, the next item 103, so on and so forth. I think that about does that. But the first item is, of course, as I just mentioned, a 1.5 millimeter rope gold chain. Solid gold. We're not talking about vermeil here. We have it available. I believe the one I have on, this one's probably a 20, this is a 22. So that's, for me, that's the ideal. I think this is a 22, yeah?
Yeah, it's 22.
Okay, cool. That's kind of the ideal length for me. That's one that's going to show, well, if I don't have a pendant on, that's kind of weighing it down just a little bit. But if you don't have a pendant on, it'll typically kind of show a little bit if you're kind of have your shirt unbuttoned or whatever. But ladies, of course, it's going to look great on you. We have it available in a 20 and a 22 inch, just so you know. It's 2.9 grams. Why is that important? Well, we're talking about gold. We're talking about, you know, one of the most important, maybe arguably the most important metal in the world. It's been used as currency. It's still used as currency in many places, and it's recognized throughout the world, whether you're in a first world or a third world nation. Everybody understands the value of gold, right? We all understand that its value as currency, and that's originally it's probably the original currency. Folks, this one is going to be $229. Now, this could be a standalone. It is something, obviously, that you can wear with a pendant. As you can see, we've got this nice cross pendant here with it. But gram weight, as back to what I was saying, to circle back there, is important because a lot of jewelry stores you go into, they won't give you the gram weight. They're not eager to do that. But that kind of thing is important when we're talking about gold, most assuredly. Most places you go to, this will be anywhere from, I'd say, probably $1,400 to $1,800. Will this exact same necklace, a rope, of course you can probably get a rope, maybe a 20 inch, 22 is a little bit more of a custom ask a lot of days nowadays in jewelry stores. But something like this, it'll typically cost you $1,400 plus. We have it at $1,699. So that's about the median between $1,400 to $1,800. So that sounds about right. But today you're getting it for $229. Again, it looks great standalone. It's going to add a pop of color. It's going to add a touch of elegance, nice lustrous gold. And the rope chain it's a classic. It has been since the 70s. And it's probably the leader in the clubhouse in terms of the most popular. So it is a staple, and it should be in any jewelry collection. I typically do say that, especially the rope. If you don't have a rope chain, you definitely need one, but not only for all the things it signifies, but also because, well, it's a very strong chain, and again, very popular. So $46 on budget pay. That's going to make it very affordable. What is budget pay? If you're not familiar with that, that's available to everybody, and it's not a credit card. There's not a credit card check. Not going to ding or dang up your credit. And there's no interest payments. So essentially, you pay $46. You'll get it home today, and you won't pay any interest. So then you'll pay, I don't know, a little over about $1.50 a day for the remaining 4 months. So if you can afford $1.50 a day in the initial $46 investment, you're in. So again, Sold 101 on the 20, or take your pick, get the 22 inch. My advice, go with the 22 inch. 22 inch is going to be probably a little bit more in terms of the gram weight, because I think they're both going to be 1.5 millimeters. It's got a nice lobster claw clasp on the other side right there, you can see. So that's a nice little upgrade from the spring loaded that we're used to seeing out in the traditional jewelry stores. But it's just a good looking chain. It's a solid workhorse, and it doesn't disappoint. Would make a great his or her. Maybe you want to get the 20 and the 22 inch. You want to layer them up, ladies. Let's consider doing that. Think about it. If you use your budget pay, less than $100, and you've got both of them, and then you've got a layering situation. You could even put maybe a cross pendant that we're going to get to later on in between. Maybe put this on the 20 inch, and then have the 22 inch hang just below it. I think that would be about where the 22 inch would be, just at the bottom of it. So that could be a good deal. So this is Sold 101. Now we're moving on to that beautiful aforementioned cross pendant, which to me is the ideal size. I don't wear a lot of pendants. I do have a cross pendant. I recently bought 2 cross pendants from Shop LC for a great deal. There is the cross, right? I love this one for a lot of reasons. Well, it's got nothing but 5-star reviews. There's only 3 reviews, but still, 5 stars, very, very good. I like it because it's not super, busy, except that it is, because you've got all this beautiful use and 3-dimensional negative space that we've taken advantage of here. So it adds something different. It's not a run-of-the-mill. It's not solid 100%. Now it is 10 karat solid gold here, but it's different. And I like different. So you got a nice cross, setup here. It's going to be about 1 inch from top to bottom. So it's that Goldilocks range, right? Not too big, not too small. I think it's going to look great on the men, great on the women. And whether you're a believer or not, cross, very, very popular. One of the most noticeable. It's a symbol of sacrifice and many other things. If you're a believer, I'm not going to go into a sermon here, but here's the good news. Other than he is risen. $97.99. Okay, $97.99. Under $100 for a very beautiful, very ornate, not just your run-of-the-mill cross. A $19.60 budget pay available to you as well. As before mentioned, 0 credit check, 0 interest. We basically give you free money. You get it home and you wear it and pay it off. That's less than $1 a day after the initial $20 investment. Less than $1 a day for the remaining 4 months. That makes it a doable proposition. If you're involved in organized religion, you're involved in a church, maybe you have a Bible study group that you go to. Ideal for you and maybe 6 or 7 or however big your Bible study group. Now, if you have 40 people, then you have to use a lot of budget pay, probably. But it's definitely something I think that's an important symbol, obviously. Probably for many of us, it's one of the most important symbols out there. But it's beautiful, it's ornate, it's classic. It will never, ever go out of style, ever. And what it signifies is a beautiful thing, whether you're a believer or not. So take advantage of this one, folks. It's not every day that you see this particular style. Now I'm going to kind of come in close. Hopefully I don't, have anything going on. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. Are you able to see that one? Okay.
Oh yeah, we can see that.
Excellent. Cool. Again, under $100. This is on a 22-inch chain. It's unisex here, so for the gents, the ladies, everybody can appreciate this. And of course, the chain, which is sold 101, is the ideal to wear it on. So I really, really adore this, and it's a brand new one that I'm seeing for the first time. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Very, very cool. And again, very great use of the negative space here with this 3-dimensional cross here. I think it's just beautiful. It's unlike any other one I've ever seen. And what more can you say? Solid gold. So take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. How many of these do we have?
We
Just
have
curious.
13.
Okay. So last in stock opportunity. So if you have more in your Bible study, kind of a callback to what I was saying before, it's going to maybe be difficult for you. But 13 including you're in business. But I doubt there's 13 at this point. That was when we started the show. So less than $100, beautiful cross, sold 102. So we're going to move on. We're going to show you some Italiano designed earrings here. Right here. Okay, Goldilocks. Talking about that with the pendant. This is Goldilocks with the ears. Now these are a little bit larger than what we're used to seeing here in terms of hoops, because typically our average size hoop is going to be probably closer to maybe 3/4 of an inch. Pretty large here. We're talking about at their zenith. It's going to be right at 1.25 inches. So a little bit larger than what we're used to seeing here. But what they did here is quite beautiful. You might be asking yourself, well, when's it going to start talking about the diamonds? Well, I'm not. But you do get that look. What we have here is sort of a frosted design that they've incorporated with white gold. But that texturing and that frosted design gives you the exact look of micro pave diamonds. You almost have to break out a jeweler's loop just to see that there's not micro pave diamonds here. So you're getting genuine 10 karat yellow and, use of that frosting, white gold. Now you've got a high polish on your interior, which gives it an added dimension with the contrast between that sort of frosted design there, which gives you the look of diamonds, and then the high polish in the back, more of a traditional style hoop. But they're just good looking. These are ready for any party. They're ready for any time wearing them. You can wear these with jeans. You can wear these to the beach. Check your ears every once in a while. You don't want to lose them. Again, this is not vermeil. This is not gold tone. Solid gold. These are only $219. $219 for the look of a pair of diamond and genuine gold hoops. They are fantastic. Just to give you an idea of scale there, let's kind of show them there. Yep, is that the new me? Maybe, maybe not. But ladies, you are going to look fantastic in these. These dress up, these dress down. You can wear them every single day. And there's a $44 budget pay. $44 gets these home. $1.50 a day for the remaining 4 months. Not too shabby. I love these. This is, I believe, what's the first time I'm seeing them? I know we did a lot of this with vermeil deals, and it was so wildly popular that we decided to add it to genuine gold. How many do we have of these? I'm sorry, I had those sheets that you gave me. But I don't know.
5.
Okay, so last in stock opportunity. Probably going to be the last time you see these because these more than likely will be selling out. There's only 5 of them remaining. But again, the perfect size. It's not going to. These aren't like shoulder sweepers or the big H hoops that people talk about. That's an edited version there, but they're not teeny tiny either. We're not talking little itty bitty huggies. Really ideal. And I think for any, even conservative work environments, probably going to work. But that diamond look on with the use of the white gold and that frosting there, that's going to definitely, it's definitely going to dress up very well. So if you're wearing the little black dress out for the night, you're looking super fine. These are going to be very, very nice, a nice addition and a classy addition to that get up. So, ladies, I want you to consider it, but don't consider too long because again, $219 for big gold hoops, and there's only 5. So this is sold 103. Sold 103 on those. Those are good looking. If I see somebody wearing these, I'm thinking class, sophistication. I'm thinking, well, me just working here, I'm thinking probably that's the Goldilocks size. That's not too big, not too small, just right. So anyway, fantastic look there. Hope you'll take advantage of it. There's only 5 left. They retail, well, we have them at $11.99, so $1,200. Seems about right, about spot on at the retail level. We're not the retail level though. Good news about that, and I'm gonna give you a quick, brief synopsis on that before we move on to the next one. The good news about us, and the reason why you might be asking yourself, well, how are they able to do it for such a lower price than you might be able to see something like that at a retail level, at a mall jeweler, say run-of-the-mill jeweler, that's near a mall or whatever kind of jeweler out in the retail world or brick and mortar, is because of vertical integration is what we call it. This is basically our parent company, second largest manufacturer of jewelry in the world, sell to a lot of jewelers that you might have seen their products at, but at a much marked up price. Now, we get them direct. So essentially you are buying direct, much like a wholesaler in many ways. In other words, we're cutting out all the middlemen that have to get their sort of, their chunk of change on the way for an item to be delivered to the retail level. Essentially, you're going straight to the source. So if you're asking yourself, well, what's the catch then? How are we able to do 10 karat gold? Solid. And white gold. In the case of these earrings, how are they able to do that? That's sort of a brief explanation of why, because our parent company is the second largest manufacturer of jewelry in the world. All right, So we're gonna move on to a sparkle chain, and that is right here. I think, yeah, 14 karat, yep, looks right. 24, yep, totally. 24 karat gold. Sparkle chain, let's talk about it. What is a sparkle chain? Well, if you're able to break out a 10-time magnification, which we sort of can do with the use of this picture here, you'll note that what it is essentially a lot of the same principles that apply, only it takes forever, but a lot of the same principles that apply with a rope chain. So essentially what you have is a spiral, but with each spiral, you've got these little adornments that come out. They're high polish, high shine, that spiral along, and those each reflect light. So the sparkle chain, look, this is a 1.5 millimeter. Is it the widest? No, it's not. It's not like super wide. We're not talking like a cool wrapper chain that's really thick and all that. But what it does do is it gives a large presentation, right? It gives a very big, it makes a very big statement for what is essentially a 1.5, which is a good size, especially for pendants and things like that. We'll get to this pendant in just a little bit, but let's stay focused on the actual chain there. But look at all the sparkle. Now this is great for men or women, but you do get a lot of bang for your buck with the sparkle chain. This one's going to be in 14 karat yellow gold. All right, so we are, what is that, 58, I think 0.3% solid gold. So you've got a very, very, it's going to give you some strength because you do have some other alloys in there. They're going to give it nice strength, but you do get, again, a huge presentation, a $55 budget pay on this one. Let's see, it's going to be 2.4 grams, 1.5. This is 24 inches. Ideal 24 inches, works for the gents, works for the ladies, of course. So I would say jump right in. Look, if you're thinking about getting some kind of gold, right? This is definitely something to consider. Maybe getting more than one. Assuming do we have more than one?
We
double check real quick.
4.
Okay, so we've only got 4 of these. This would be the ideal his and hers, right, ladies? So if you're thinking about getting a gift for the gents, even if the guy doesn't like to wear jewelry, he's gonna love this. Once he gets it on, he'll never take it off. The cool thing about a 24 inch, at least for me, depends on how big your hair is, ladies, but for me, it's no muss, no fuss, because I can slide it right over, and I have a pretty large head, so I can slide it right over my head without having to worry about connecting the clasp. Now this one does have a nice lobster claw clasp. Behind the scenes there. Not the most attractive, but just trying to show you that lobster claw clasp there. Can everybody see that? There we go. And this is $277. So not even $300 on what would probably be close to, I'd say closer to $2,000 if you were to find it at the retail level. Now you won't see a lot of sparkle chains at the retail level. You'll see probably a lot of rope chains. Those are the classics. But at the retail level, you're not going to see a lot of these sort of, they would call this, I would think, more of a specialty type chain. You may, I'm not saying 100% you won't, but just not going to be a very common thing. But again, whoops, see what happens when you have a 24 inch. It's a lot of real estate to cover, but let me just show as an example, just slides on, right? And gives you a lot of bang for your buck. So I know I already said that, but think about getting this, again, only 4 of these left. This is last in stock. And I think this would make a great Valentine's gift. So ladies, if you're thinking about getting something for the gent, this is one where you can get 2 of them and get one for yourself on his credit card and then get one for him. And like I said, even if he doesn't typically wear jewelry, I used to not either, but he's gonna like this. And it's beautiful. And it's gonna add a touch of class to whatever it might be that you're wearing. Whether it be in the wintertime, this one's going to be the ideal length because you put it over your turtleneck, you put it over your sweater, and maybe you have an all black sweater. This is going to complete that look, whether you're wearing a pendant with it or not, or with, or not. Okay, this is definitely going to give you that elegance, that class, and so much light return that comes with a sparkle chain. I'm going to show it to you up close and then we're going to move on. But this is item sold 104. Never mind the pendant there. We'll get to that probably in just a moment. So we'll do this. Also, the cool thing about a 24 inch is if you wear an 8 on the wrist, hello gentlemen, hello me, hello a lot of ladies, or if you wear a 6 on the wrist. If you wear a 6, well, you've got quadruple bracelet, right? You've got that look. If you wear an 8, you've got the triple look, which I'm not even going to try to attempt to do. But you get the idea, right? Absolutely beautiful. So again, 24-inch sparkle chain, ideal, less than $300. We had it at $18.99. So yeah, I was thinking closer to $2,000, $18.99. Pretty close. That's $18.99. Yeah, $18.99. Pretty close. So that's the retail reality, but this is not retail. And look, they're gonna have, theirs is gonna be stamped 14K. This will be stamped 14K. Other than that, I doubt they're gonna have a sparkle chain. So just if you get it for the gents, just don't tell them it's a sparkle chain. Just tell them you got them a cool 14 karat gold chain. Or it could be a sparkle chain, what the heck. But I was about to say, this is from a guy who's got the sparkle party on Saturday, but what are you gonna do? I didn't name it. It's beautiful. So don't miss this. There's only 4 of them though. I'm gonna move on because they're so limited, but definitely do not miss that. Now, probably not gonna move on because I think we're probably going to the heart pendant.
Yes.
Okay, so we showed you the cross, right? Cross had excellent use of what we call negative space, right? Gives it a 3-dimensional look because essentially you had the 2 tubes with that sold 102. Now, ditto that with this one, which we're calling, this will be sold 104?
5.
Sold 105. Now we've shown you this one before. Again, that sparkle chain that we just showed you. Excellent for pendants as well. But this one has good use of the negative space as well. But it's going to double down on the heart motif, right? I don't know if you guys can see that good with Facebook, Instagram, and of course the Shop LC website, shoplc.com. We've got 14 karat yellow gold. Goes great with that sparkle chain. You've got 2.15 grams, so a nice weight there too. You've got the ideal, again, we're talking, just not huge, not gigantic, not like a big medallion, but, a decent size, going to command some attention. And it's just gorgeous. It's going to be right at just shy of an inch. No, we're going to call that right at an inch. This is going to be from your bail, the top to the bottom. And I like this, and we've shown this one other time, but we're getting very, very low on these. So I wanted to bring it in the last in stock availability that we had to you guys because, well, Valentine's Day, it's here. Gentlemen, any guys that are watching, gentlemen, what I just saw maybe 1 or 2 that just popped in on at least the TikTok here. This is going to be an ideal gift for Valentine's Day. Ladies, if you want to gift it to yourself, if he, is too much of a slacker to remember Valentine's Day or you don't think he's going to get you the right thing, this would be ideal. This is going to be perfect. Get it for yourself and just tell him, hey, dude, you owe me $1,600. Just kidding, that's not the price. That's our estimated retail value. It may be a little high. All right, so let's call it $1,400. You're only paying $249.99. You also have a budget pay of $50. So about $1.55, $1.60 a day after your initial $50 investment, and you are taking home 58.3% solid gold. Now this is a frontal picture, so it really doesn't show you the use of the negative space like I was just discussing, but if you can see the back here, so you do have, it is a little thicker. If you see it from the side here, I'll just kind of show you that. I mean, it's not like super duper thick, but it definitely has some, it's at least as thick as probably like a Sacagawea dollar in terms of thickness. Y'all may not know what a Sacagawea dollar is, but if you're watching on TikTok, that's like a, well, you probably remember. Probably seen them out there. but it's got a nice thickness to it, and again, about an inch from top to bottom. And you definitely do, if you see it from a side profile whatsoever, then you definitely see the use of that negative, what we call the negative space. Just basically kind of the holes in it you see, and you kind of see the nice dimensionality of it, and adds an added dimension to it as well. So it's just really fun and really different from a lot of the heart pendants that you'll see out there. Will just be either a solid or maybe have like a nice little outline around the edge of it or something. This is kind of a little bit different from the run of the mill. So I kind of like that. And I also like the fact that the holes that you see in it, we just doubled down on the hearts. So that's kind of a cool look. As far as heart pendants go, it doesn't have to be for Valentine's Day. Maybe you already got your Valentine's Day gift. Be a nice second one. But also, I mean, hearts they're super popular. I mean, we sell a ton of heart-shaped items all throughout the year, and it's always, of course, a symbol of love, and that's a beautiful thing, don't you think? So this one's going to be sold $105, and again, I think it looks great with that 14 karat yellow gold sparkle chain that we just got you. Okay, so I want y'all to consider that. We might have gotten more of these in. Is this last in stock? Because I know we have
6.
Okay, no, we didn't get more in. This is last in stock. I could have sworn somebody told me we were getting more in, but that was a week ago. So no, we're not. We would have by now if we were going to. So this is it, folks. And there's only 6. Again, excellent size. Not too big, not too small, but unfortunately very limited. So since we only have 6 of these, I'm not going to spend much more time. These more than likely will be selling out. And yeah, sadly, we won't be getting any more in, at least like this, before Valentine's Day, I imagine. Because when I was told it was going to be in Monday. Either it came and they showed it on TV and it sold out again, and this is all that we have left. But either way, don't miss it. 6 of them available, $249. Use that $50 budget pay if you're wanting to stretch your dollars out. I understand for some people $249, that's, it's a tall ask, but the budget pay is definitely your friend on this one. And again, it's sold $105 to get one of the last half dozen of those. Quite beautiful indeed. So we are going to move on. That's so pretty. Good look. Very good look. All right. So I'm going to set this up here. We are over 30 minutes into the show now. So what I'm going to do is a quick reset. TikTok out there watching. The way it works, if you're not familiar, above, below, to left or right of me is going to be bio. You're going to click on the link there. You're going to, for example, this was sold 106 or 105. You'll punch in whatever sold 10 whatever the item number is. For Instagram, Facebook, you will put in the comment section sold 10. For example, we're about to go to sold 106. This was sold 105. You put that in the comment section, right? Sold 105, or now sold 106, which we're moving to at the moment. What is sold 106? Well, once you get up into 20 karat gold, you are getting into what I call sort of investment grade level, right? Do you have that? Happen to have that little chart that shows?
Oh yeah, let me find that.
Yeah, I want you just giving you a heads up. And you're getting into what is a different look of gold, quite frankly. Mostly in America. Traditionally, I think during the 80s when I was kind of growing up, 14 karat was kind of the standard that you saw. Now, what happened from then to now? Well, over the last 40 years, we've seen the average, the standard, in other words, in America go from 14 karat to 10 karat. And I have a theory why, which I'll get to. But when we're talking about 20 karat gold, you're getting 83.3% solid gold, right? So 24 karat is 100%, basically 99.9, right? We may have some of that for you. We've also got some gemstones if you guys aren't into gold, so stay with me. But once you get into 20 karat, that's usually when you start, and sometimes with 18 karat, if you're lucky. But once you get into 20 karat, that's when you start seeing what real, rich, buttery gold looks like. All right. And we have this. Is this it with the ingot
Should
on
be
it? I
the-
believe
yes,
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be, let's see. Yeah, this is it. Case and point. Do you see that? Do you see how buttery that looks? Everybody seeing that? That, my friends, is next level. That is once you get to next level investment grade, what I call investment grade. I mean, look, all gold is a great investment. Whether it's 10 karat, whether it's 9 karat, which you see in England a lot. But once you get into 20 karat, you're getting very, very solid. This is a 22-inch chain. I've said it 1,000 times, 22 inches. Look, I wore this. This is silver. This is a Bali collection. We can add it to the show if they got one available. But I wear this a lot, and I wear my 20, and this is a 22-inch. So to me, if we're talking about the gens, 22 inches is the ideal for me, anywhere from 20 to 24. Because I have a little bit thicker neck. I have about a 17-inch neck. But ladies, 22 inches is, of course, going to be very, very nice for you because you're going to have a nice drape to it. Of course, we've got the rope chain here, which I mentioned at the very top of the show. We showed you a rope chain that was in 10 karat. This is going to be more than double, exactly double the gold in terms of the amount of gold that's in it. It's ideal. It's not for everybody, but it's also, it's not going to be, what do we have? $4,000, $3,999. It's not going to be $3,999. Might be a little high. I think maybe you can probably find it out there for maybe $3,800 as opposed to $4,000. But either way, it doesn't matter because you're only paying less than $500. It's $497.99. It's worth it. $99. You can get this home for less than $100 if you use the budget pay option that is available to you. This, I think, does not do it justice because this, you can't see the richness of that gold. For example, let's see. Okay, this is a perfect example. Here we have a 10 karat gold chain. No disrespect to that if we show it later. But understand the difference in the color. There's a richness, that buttery richness. That, oh, sorry, for everyone else. That, I've got this one doubled up, but you get the picture. That is the difference when we're talking about 10 karat versus double that. You get that buttery gold look. Now again, the rope chain, the classic, right? Never ever going out of style. It's the leader in the clubhouse in terms of popularity. It has been since the 70s when it sort of debuted. You got nice, very strong links with the rope chain. You've got nice sparkle that comes with the rope chain because you get all this sort of twisting and turning that goes on with it. There's a very expensive machine that they use to individually put these links and connect them together. And it is just ideal. It is so beautiful. Folks, if you can afford it, look, not everybody can. I get that. Totally get it. I don't think I own any. I might have an A24 karat gold pendant, but I don't think I own a 20 or to 24 karat gold chain yet. So I'm with you in a lot of aspects, but I may not be for long because this is only $497 and I can get it for $99. Stretch out the dollars. Again, no interest payments. It might be time to upgrade. So maybe you did get the 10 karat gold. Oh, I'm still wearing it. Maybe you did get the 10 karat gold. Perfect example. Maybe time to upgrade. It's your prerogative. It just depends on where you're at in your life. Now, I do own a bunch of 10 karat gold chains. In fact, I wore, I think, a 10 or a 14, maybe it's a 10 karat gold chain to Italy most recently when I went. Why did I want to have that? Because gold is recognized worldwide. Gold is easy to liquidate. It will never be worth zero. Since 1980, it's gone up over 400%. Not a lot of stuff has. Inflation times, like maybe what we've recently experienced. Anybody out there, can you get a hamburger for less than $5 now? Probably can't. But during inflation times, gold usually goes up. And we've seen that. It's over 2,000 a troy ounce right now, or at least last time I checked it. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. It's a traded commodity. And I think in the last 2 years, it's gone up 100% over the last 2 years, give or take. You know, little percentage there. But we've definitely seen gold definitely experienced a rise. Had a little hiccup where it kind of flatlined or just sort of plateaued early last year after it breached the 2,000 and kind of dipped back down and sort of hovered there. But that trend line, whether it zigzags, because it is a traded commodity, whether it zigs or zags, that zigging and zagging tends to go up. In fact, I think there's 1 year, maybe 2015, in the past 20 years where gold hasn't experienced a rise for the year, and then it quickly recovered. So it's one of those things that will continually go up. There's no reason to think that with the finite amount of gold that we have on Earth, there's no reason to think that it's going to get any less valuable. And there is a finite amount, right? This is fine. And gold is finite. Okay? So, I'm going to show you one last time here. Take advantage of this one. 22 inches, ideal for men, ideal for women. Let's jump on that. $497, $99 budget pay. Love it, love it. So, we're going to move on. That is sold 106. Sold 106. It's fantastic. How many do we have of these?
That one we have 3.
I spent a lot of time on that for there to be 3. Might be 2 if everybody doesn't mobilize. If there's one left tomorrow, I'll wait until about maybe 10 minutes before the show, before the 24-hour period is up. But there might only be 2 available. So this is 22. You know that's my jam, everybody. If you watch with regularity, you know that's my ideal length. Now, ideal pendant to wear with this, which, yep, so I can show it, but we don't have the dragon on this one. This is just, did they give us a couple?
No, they just gave us the one. They didn't give us the dragon one?
No.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I apologize, folks. Yeah, but I mean, I want to show it just to give them the idea.
Yeah.
But maybe put the dragon up behind me. Oh, that's already there. Okay. So because this I think is the 18 karat. Could tell because we're getting into the rich buttery. Now you guys have seen the pendants before, right? You've seen, well, maybe you haven't if you're new. But if you are new, the gold ingot, this was our bestseller of 2023. We sold thousands of them. It's great because it's great for men, it's great for women. The only difference is they accidentally gave us the 18 karat without the dragon on it. The dragon, symbol of wisdom, strength, protection. This one has that sort of inscribed on here. Now, you're going to have on the back of this one, unlike on the back of a lot of the ones that you see, you'll see that sort of perforated back. This one will come with the solid high polish back. Okay? Well, why is that a good thing? Well, it's a good thing if you want to get it as a gift for somebody, or if you just want to write something on it yourself. Maybe your initials. Maybe your loved one's initials if you're planning on giving it as a gift. It's ideal length for men, for women, again. So if you want to put a little love note just remember, it gets more and more expensive. Any jeweler can do it. It's gold. It gets more and more expensive with every, I think, letter that you write. In my experience, I think, depending on the font, perhaps. But don't quote me on that. Just go see a jeweler. Any respectable jeweler in your neighborhood, a jewelry store should be able to do that. But I like the high polish on the back because it does lend itself to putting perhaps a small note. I love you, or love always, whatever. And you can even brand it in your own name. But I love this because, look, if it flips around to the back, it still looks good. If it flips around to the front, where it will lay nice and flat typically, it's going to look fantastic. The gold bar, well, gosh, I think, it's Costco? They sell these gold bars now, little solid 24 karat gold bars, and apparently they sell out of them. Well, it's a symbol of wealth, a symbol of sophistication, and everybody just kind of gravitates towards a gold bar because we all want some of that. Yep. Why wouldn't you? But again, so I totally get why it's so popular. I bought one of these, full disclosure, bought a ring version of this, and then gave it to somebody. You're welcome. But it was very hard to give it away. I ordered some of these, the silver version. This is not that. This is 18 karat gold. We are talking about 75. Remember that chart that we showed you? We're talking about 75% solid gold when we talk about 18 karat. So we are in that investment range. This is $247, ladies and gentlemen. $247. I know for a fact because recently when we sold the gold ingot with the vermeil, we looked it up on the website and like looking to see what we had there available. Now this is without the dragon, but I think, which makes it more expensive because you got the little sort of the inscribed dragon there. But I think just the gold ingot, much like this one that we're showing you here, was at like $499 for 18 karat gold. $499 every day, $247 today. You've got this less than $50 budget pay. So it's going to be about $1.60 a day after your initial $50 investment. You won't pay any shipping on this because anything that's $40.99 or higher, you're not going to pay any shipping on. But again, this is great whether you wear it with it's 18 karat, but if you wear it with a 10 karat or you wear it with a 20 karat or 20, what is this, 20? Yeah, 20 karat. Doesn't matter. It's going to look fantastic. And again, I think it works for the guys and of course works for the ladies too. So I like it when we have an item that's sort of a unisex and we can sort of include all the party goers with that. This is going to look great on either or. Now, just to give you a measurement here, and this is going to be sold 107. We are going to be from bail to bottom, you're looking at about an inch. Ideal range. Not too big, not too small. It's about what it will look like. Okay? Gold makes you happy. At least it does me. I think it does for everybody out there. I mean, look, you're wearing, it's the wealth you can wear, right? And as I was mentioning earlier, it doesn't matter your first world country, third world, everybody understands the value. In fact, thousands of years we've understood the value as any civilized organization of people have. In fact, they say that with some of the earlier civilizations, one thing they had in common, whether they were continents away, even if they were continents divided by water, some of the earliest civilization on either side of the world and landlocked, one thing they had in common, they wore gold as jewelry. So we're drawn to it, human species, for whatever reason. Well, I think because it's beautiful, but I don't know. Something magical about it. It's unlike anything else. Don't say fool's gold. It's not the same, doesn't look the same. Don't be a fool. But this is spectacular. This is a spectacular pendant. Take advantage of that, folks. $247.99. I think that goes up. I think after tomorrow, you got 24 hours. Today's the 28th. I suspect that will go up. Don't know 100%, but typically, especially with gold, they typically do go back up. Now keep in mind, the reason why you are probably getting this for such an inexpensive amount, because I think we've sold the 14 karat gold ingot at $299 maybe. But the reason why, I think, is because when we made the purchase of whatever, this gold, for example, I bet it was during the time of that plateau, when it was below, when gold was below. So I've got to say that that's probably one of the reasons why they're able to take it this incredibly low at the moment. But don't miss it. All right, so we're going to move on. But that is a fantastic pendant. And again, you've got the really cool dragon, which, you know, maybe you're the protector of the home, the mom, the dad, the big brother, big sister. It's going to be great for all of you. Okay? So we're going to move on. But that, again, sold 107. And we're going to go to, put this back up over here.
We're going to do a 10 karat yellow gold rope chain bracelet.
I like it. All right, so this, ladies and gentlemen, you're like, wait, I already got a rope gold chain bracelet. No, you don't, not like this. Not quite like this. This is going to give you a very, very, a different look. I think this is that, yeah. Now, what was supposed to be here?
Oh, I just decided to take it off.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, perfect. All right, because I'm going to put it on here. This, ladies and gentlemen, we got options. So like our other items that we've shown you today, ditto that with this. This works for the men. It works, it's strong, it's metal. It works for everybody. Why, you might ask? Well, because we've got different lengths available. This is going to fit a 7 on up to an 8. Now, it would fit me. I wear an 8. It's going to be perfect for the men, perfect for the women. You're getting a very, very wide look. We're calling it rope, but essentially what it looks like to me is 2 rope chains that have been fused together. So you're getting that wide, almost, dare I say, heart look to that braid with the way that these are connected. So essentially you're getting 2 for the price of 1 here. It's nearly 5 grams. It is stunning, and it's different looking from just a run-of-the-mill single rope chain. Give you a width on it. They're calling it the C-U-O-R-E, Core. Did I say that right? Anybody who speaks Italian, let me know. Don't make fun of me. It's going to be at least 1/4 of an inch wide. Probably a little bit over. But it's going to look great on the ladies, it's going to look great on the men. You do, again, you have these jump rings, which is going to allow you an inch worth of difference, depending on whether you want the 7. So if you wear like a 6 3/4, a little bit of drape, ladies, that's going to be very, very sexy. So don't be scared to do that. Hanging string there, but definitely a nice thick, a nice bold look. This is $484. Okay, $484. A lot of gram weight there. Italian design. Italians do some of the finest work out there. It would be Italian. I was like, anytime I see something that's original, 9 times out of 10, if we're talking about if it's in gold, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, ooh, I like that. That's different. 9 times out of 10, it's Italian. So you got an Italian design here, solid 10 karat gold, and you've got a $97 budget pay. So think about getting that. It's going to be very strong. This is everyday wearable. So 10 karat, so you're about, 10 karat is going to be about 45% solid gold. Or 43, excuse me. But then you've got these nice sort of tassel, like the things you would see at the beginning of tassel, so nice little thick on either end. You got a big lobster claw there for everyone else. You see that? Keep it nice and secure. But again, I love it because you can get a his, you can get a hers. How many do we have available? I'm sorry I brought those sheets, but they're in my car.
4.
Not too many. 4 of these available. So much like the 20 karat gold necklace, not that many of these to go around. If you jump in right now, you can get it. Last in stock opportunity. I've never seen one quite like it. But again, you're getting that double rope look. I'm going to show you again. Everybody on TikTok there. And for all of our friends that are watching on Instagram and Facebook and the shop, lc.com. Of course, the app. Hope you guys are seeing that good. But it's a really cool look. This doesn't really do it justice. I don't necessarily, well, it's kind of a little blurry through right here. But basically, essentially what you have is a 2-rope gold. They're actually, in reality, when you see it, they almost look like a heart, which is why I think this is such, it's like a braided kind of design. Kind of braids down depending on which angle you wear it. Well, no, you get that heart look either way. So, the ideal Valentine's Day gift. Get a his and hers. Get 2 of them. Less than $1,000 for something $37.49, about right. Now we only have 1 review on this, so we probably didn't make that many. Probably didn't get that many, but the 1 review is a 5-star for what it's worth. Okay, this is cool. I would love something. If I got this as a Valentine's Day gift or an anytime gift, big smile. I'd be like, yeah, you get me. It's cool. 4 of them left. Don't miss this. I love it. All right, so I'm going to move on. 4, ladies and gentlemen, only 4. Last in stock opportunity, and it'll probably jump back up to $5.99, something like that, after the 29th. So this time tomorrow, chances are that 484 goes bye-bye. Probably looking at $5.49, $5.99, something like that. Everyday value. Still a great price, but get it while you can get it on the low. That is a good look for ladies and gentlemen. In fact, you know what? I'm going to try to put this on. This is a dangerous thing for me to try. Might need your help over here, DJ.
Worries.
Yeah, trying to put these on solo. I'll let you do it. I'm going to shut that thing off the rest of the show. We're going to get all 4 of those sold.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good look. You can do it. So this one again, it was sold 108. If you can't get it on. Don't you love this?
Oh, yeah,
Like, what's this
great.
guy doing? Somebody just tuned in. They're like, what's he doing? Hey, I'm working on it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you.
You're like me. I don't have any fingernails there.
Yeah.
Makes it hard. So
Cut it at just the wrong time.
I believe in you.
Almost.
He's almost there.
Huh.
You're there. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on.
It's so close.
I know. You're like almost there. Don't stop now.
I won't.
No. Bound and determined.
Very
Here.
entertaining.
Yes, this is amazing. If you just joined us, welcome to the live stream.
Okay.
Aha! Eureka! In other words, we found it. We found it. We got it all connected. So, can you imagine if I tried to do that by myself? That's why you need one of those little bracelet helpers. You guys remember those? We sold those. I think we sell them on the website. But again, just to illustrate, looks good on the guys, good on the gals. Of course, it looked great on the ladies there, but it's a good look, needless to say. So, we are going to move on now to sold. We're going to shift gears a little bit. You guys want to see some gemstones? Let me ask you a question. Are you familiar, and I'm sure all of you are, if you know anything about jewelry or gemstones, or even if you don't, if you're just in the periphery, you might be familiar with this one. This one's going to be sister stone to your morganite, big spiked, heliodor, but the more well-known, very famous, I know you've all heard of this, emerald. What are we talking about here? Well, we are talking about aquamarine. Yes, the beautiful blue beryl. Very strong, world-renowned March gemstone. This is going to be from the Luxuro collection. What are you getting here? Tell them what they won. Well, you won a 3.2 carat, so very large, way up there in terms of benchmark size, on a gorgeous aquamarine. It's a seafaring stone. This one also is going to have some diamonds on either side. You've got some nice baguettes on either side there. 3 channels. 3 channels of baguettes. But the real hero of the show, obviously, the big boy in the middle. Now, 3 carats on an aquamarine is typically, you're talking a minimum. Especially once we're past the 1 carat benchmark, right? 2 carat benchmark. 3 carats, we're up there. So once you get up in the 3 carat range with this kind of quality, with really nice blue hues there, you're getting very, very expensive. Could be at least probably 3,000, or not 3,000, maybe as high as 3,000, but at least 1,000 a carat, at least. What did we have this? $45.99. Okay, so $4,599. Don't get scared off. We're nowhere near that for a 3 carat plus. $18 points of diamonds. In solid 10 karat gold. Luxuro collection. You're going to get the card. This is going to come with. Available in size 6. We've got this available in half sizes too. 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11. It is not $4,600, our estimated retail value. Probably spot on there. Give or take $500. But let's just call it $3,999. Not what you're going to be paying for this today. No, today you are going to get this, and I'm going to put it on. It's not for me, but just to give you an idea of scale. We're talking borderline cocktail ring, because I've got really big hands, right? That's what it's going to look like. It's probably going to look even better on you. This is $699 today. $699. If we're just talking about a gold band, $699 makes a little bit of sense at the retail level. To get a gold band with diamonds, with a 3 carat plus aquamarine, genuine mine from the earth, blue beryl, that is something you don't see every day. That is a phenomenal opportunity. If you just love blue gemstones, if you have a March birthday, if you're thinking about getting this as a gift for somebody, that is an excellent opportunity. The oval, very wildly popular. Get a lot of real estate bang for your buck too with an oval, but not that you need it because you've got a full 3 carat. It shows more like a 3.5, 4 carat in my opinion, because you've got what is essentially a cocktail ring, or right on the cusp there, you know, that big look. And it's definitely a big look. Sensational. Sensational. We're going to be about an 8 on the most hardness scale. So this is something you can wear every single day. And something you can be proud of. Something that will be, you know, a nice heirloom quality piece of jewelry. So can't say enough about that, except that, you know, I know we've got a good bit of them available to you, at least at the moment, because we do have even the half sizes. Now the 5.5 just sold out. 5 has been sold out, but we've got all the other ones available to you at the moment. Even the larger sizes. Like this is a size 11, so it fits my big hands, or at least my pinky. But again, it's going to come with the Luxuro card. This is any item that's going to be in 10 karat, sometimes 14 karat, will come with that Luxuro high quality brand, and it'll have all the information that you need on the back, which will just basically state the center stone amount, the diamond amount, the exact specifics. But again, if this was in a vermeil setting with cubic zirconium instead of real genuine 20 points of diamonds, we're talking about still a phenomenal deal, because you've got something that should be $1,000 a carat minimum with a 3 carat plus. Aquamarine, just beautiful. And aquamarine is one of those precious gemstones that's it's never going to be worth 0. You know, it's something that it's too in the zeitgeist. It's too popular, and too rare, quite frankly, and too beautiful. let's get real. It's ideal. If you don't own aquamarine, here's your chance to own a big one, a substantial one. If this is, let's just put it in terms of this. If this was 1 carat, if it was just a 1 carat, not a 3 carat, 21, which is what this should be, give or take a couple points. If it was just a 1 carat in solid gold at $6.99, you got a good deal. Maybe you could find that at a retail level, a 1 carat, all things being equal, for $999. At the retail level, never ever with a 3 carat. Just not going to do it. So take advantage of that, folks. This is spectacular. You've even got 3.5 grams of gold. Holy smoke. Unbelievable. Oh, and I apologize. I was wrong on the carat weight of the aquamarine. The oval itself is a 3 carat 02. Either way, we're over the benchmark size, so I apologize. I said 3 carat 21, or I got that. I was dyslexic on that. I said 3 carat 21 on the center stone. It's only 3 carat 02. But either way, we're over the 3 carat benchmark. That's the important thing. So then, yeah, that makes sense because then you've got 18 points of diamonds. All right, for a total of 3 carat 20. Fair enough? Doesn't change the presentation. I don't take back anything I said other than that. But that is fantastic. I hope you guys will get in on that. $699. Genuine aquamarine. This is something you will see mostly lab-created aquamarine out there. Much like you'll see at most jewelry stores these days, you'll see lab-created emeralds, lab-created rubies, lab-created sapphire. But to get the real deal, lab-created aquamarine. To get the real deal, mined from the earth, that's something that we'll appreciate over time. That's something that you pass down as a cherished heirloom. C'est fantastique. That's a good look. That's a good looking ring. That is a very, very good looking solid ring. Never going to go out of style. Love it. All right, so take advantage of it. We're going to move on. Again, this was sold 109. Sold 109.
I'm going to do the matching pendant.
Oh, so I'm going to keep this out. Matter of fact, I'll just stick it on my pinky here. We've got it up in size 11. Huh. Matching pendant. Hello. Gorgeous. So again, Luxuro, you get the card. Fancy little card here. It'll come with a little, I think it comes with a nice little note, I believe from Encore. But this one is going to be, let's see. We've got a carat 9 on this one. All right? Carat 9, but again, you've got an oval. You've got excellent color on this. In fact, a lot of color on this one. It's got color like it's a 3 carat almost. It's in 10 karat gold. Because it's Santa Maria. Santa Maria. Okay, that makes sense. So the one that I showed you, this is a Maguro mine, but the color on them is almost identical. Well, typically with a smaller carat weight here, you're not going to have that intensity of color that you'll have with a larger one. Answer. Now this makes sense because it is that Santa Maria. Santa Marias have deeper, richer color in terms of the color hue of the blue. So this shows and will give an impression that it's a much larger because it has more presence. It has more depth of color. And it's just beautiful. Now it does have a very similar in terms of the mounting here because you've got the 10 karat gold, you've got diamonds, but I love what they did to break up the monotony here. In terms of just giving you different textures here. You've got the rounds, you've got 2 nice rounds right there, and then these beautiful sort of conjoined baguettes. So I like that they did that. That adds a different little bit of a different texture, different look. But you do have sort of the classic, solitaire style there for the most part. It's not huge, but it's ideal. Elegantly simplistic. Just give you an idea what it'll look like around your neck. And again, all 10 karat gold. This is a clearance item. That makes sense because typically you will not get the Santa Maria for anything less than $2,000 a carat, at least in any traditional jeweler. Even if we're talking just 1 carat, easily can go for $2,000 to $5,000 a carat all day, every day. If we're talking about this kind of depth of color, this kind of hue, you're gonna have about, let's see, I'll tell you the exact one because I've got the card here. Total is a carat 14, carat 15. So what we have at one point, neither here nor there. In the Santa Maria Aquamarine, you've got an 8x6. It's going to be a carat 9. So you're going to have about 5 to 6 points on your diamonds. And it's all going to be in 10 karat gold. It's ideal. It's going to be about 3/4 of an inch from bail to bottom. Let's double check that. Yep, right at 3/4 of an inch. And ideal. $319.99. How many do we have available of those?
We
Must
have
have gotten-
3.
Okay, this is the last in stock opportunity. I say get this because A, it's on clearance. It's $319.99, which is unheard of for Santa Maria Aquamarine. It is going to look fantastic with your 3 carat. It shows like the 3 carat because of that Santa Maria color. So it's going to be the ideal tag along to go with that ring. Or just by itself, you don't get the ring. If by itself, maybe think about getting 2 of them because this type of color, this richness of color that you see with only Santa Maria in terms of aquamarine is something that if you wanted to, maybe get 2 of them because you want to wear one as a pendant and you could take that stone out because we're at a benchmark size, the carat. You could put that in a solitaire ring. You could put a halo around it at any point in time if you wanted to design your own ring. Well, I was about to say we've only got 4 of them. You said 3 available?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was about to say you could do a past, present, and future, and then have the pendant, but there's only 3. So anyway, you could do a cool bypass ring, but definitely don't miss this. Very, very rare to see that type of material, especially at $319. That's a giveaway price. That $319 for just a run-of-the-mill 1 carat aquamarine, a washed out 1 carat, is a great price for just a loose gemstone. The fact that you're getting it in all gold, and we definitely showed you, it's not going to come with a chain, but we showed you some nice chains that it worked great with this one I'm wearing. The 10 karat gold that was sold 101 worked great with that. Or the 20 karat gold chain, very similar to this that was 22 inches, worked great with that. So don't miss it. $319, last in stock, clearance item. Never going to see that again probably for $319. Great get. All right, that was sold 110. So I like that. Santa Maria. Good stuff. All right, so we're going to move on to sold 110. How are we doing on time? We're making
Not too
good.
bad, not too
Making good time.
Yeah.
Folks, stay tuned. We've got a lot coming your way. We've got a ruby ring. While we're connecting this next one. I love this. We've got a multi-gemstone ring. Got this huge Sleeping Beauty ring coming your way. But first, sold 10. This is designer chic. This has got to be AAA. I don't know if we got a rating on it. Tanzanite. Wow, where did this come? Okay, I think this is a brand new one. It's only got 1 review, and it's a 5-star review. All right, so I think this one has definitely not seen the light of day. I want to say because I'm seeing that we've got 5, we've got half sizes available, right? We got 5 through 11, and yeah, every half size in between. So probably got about 60 of these. This is in 14 karat yellow gold. This is next level because I thought these were chrome diopside surrounding it because of the intensity of those green accent stones. Tell me that doesn't look beautiful. This looks like a next level designer piece. if I hate to do on-air grading, I would put this stone at probably a 3A in terms of depth of color. I don't know, you can make up your own mind. But you've got deep, rich blue hues there. You do have some violets there, so probably no more than 3A. But you're probably in the top 5 percentile. There's just kind of on the hand. You've got a big, bold look, but you've got Boyacá, Columbia emeralds surrounding this. This looks like next level, high-end design showroom, all in 14 karat gold. You've got the scalloped additional halo in diamonds. They go off either side on this triple split shank that has those Boyacá, Columbia emeralds that go straight down the middle, diamonds down the side, all tapering down into a nice, sizable, but you don't need it because we've got all the sizes right now. Nice sizable bottom half there, comfortable, everyday wearable. You've got a 7 to a 7.5 on the hardness scale with that center stone. Of course, emeralds an 8, diamonds a 10. This is next level. This is different. This works. This looks like it should be in a design showroom window with all kind of flowery pillows or whatever they put in those in front of the finest store in New York, LA, Chicago, Miami, wherever. But it definitely has the look of, I would say, easily a $12,000, $14,000 ring all day, every day. With the size of the center stone. Tanzanite. Did I even mention that? Yes, Tanzanite here. Dude, good looking out there. I like where your head's at. This makes more sense. Bum. Oh. All right, so we got the look of a $12,000 to $14,000 easy all day, every day. We had it at $12,499. What did I say? 12 to 14,000? Yeah, so kind of the median. That's about right. That's spot on. Might be a little bit low. You're only going to pay less than $2,000. $1,999. The mounting with Colombian emeralds, with beautiful near colorless diamonds, all rounds. That, to me, is worth the price of admission. Just the mounting for $2,000 any day of the week. We're talking about some of the finest emeralds money can buy. And look at the color on those emeralds. Tell me that's not intense. Let's see, 14 karat. This is not, so this is for that. Here. So let's get into the particulars, shall we? 9.5 by 7.5, a 2 carat 48. So we're talking 2.5 carats on the Tanzanite. Okay? 2.5 carats. Quad A Colombian emeralds, yes indeed. You've got 40 points. 40 points on your Colombian emeralds. 28 rounds. Wow. So nearly half a carat in just Colombian emeralds. Colombian emeralds, quad A, cost you a fortune. You've got the diamonds, 27 points. You ever take a couple points in your diamonds on that scalloped outer edge? Nice use of negative space in between with these half moons surrounding that. That essentially gives you the look of a second halo, right? So you got the initial halo, an excellent contrast to this beautiful Tanzanite, which is going to be Again, that one was 2.5 carats on your tanzanite. We're well over the 2 carat benchmark, and as I said earlier, or in the earlier show that we did at the very end of the last show, the morning show, I think tanzanite is going to be one of those where we start talking about it in terms of benchmarks. I think they're going to be more going forward in the future, or definitely in the near future. I think your benchmark sizes are not going to be 8 carat, 2 carats, 3 carats. I think it's going to be more like a quarter carat, a quarter carat, a quarter carat, because of the rarity. So 1,000 times more rare than a diamond is this tanzanite. It's a beautiful stone. The color is intense. Nearly 1/2 carat of Boyka Colombian emeralds, the finest emeralds money can buy, and then another halo. But I think this axe, the scalloping, and the half moons that surround it almost give the impression of an additional halo, quite frankly. So you've got a really big cocktail ring look that you're getting, and it looks super high end. It looks boutique fashion, high-end fashion design. You're just not gonna have to pay the fashion designer price. It's $2,000. You've got a $400 budget pay. This is spectacular. This pumps me up because, look, the rarity factor through the roof. The 14 karat yellow gold. So you've got solid gold here with that. 58.3% solid gold. I mean, it looks like a cocktail ring on my big hands. Ladies, imagine this on you. It doesn't get much better than that. That is special. I mean, you'll get, there's a website right now. You all can go to it, the Blue Box Store website. I think it's got a carat 75 on it. Don't quote me on this, but you can go, stay with me. You can go after the show. You can go in about 30 minutes. Is that fair? Go in about 30 minutes to the Blue Box Store website. All right? I want you to, and this is sold 111. I want you to go to that website, and there's about I think it's carat 75 on I think it's an oval, on a tanzanite ring. I want you to go there, and I want you to see if you can find the carat 75. It's got like a double halo of diamonds, I think. It's a really pretty ring. It's really pretty. I think it's listed on there for about 12, 13,000, something like that. Maybe 11,000 and some change. I put this stone up against that stone all day, every day. And they both came from the only place on earth where this material can come from. A little small area. The Marilani Hills, the shadows of Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzanite, Tanzania. I put this up against that particular ring that I think is anywhere from 11 to 15,000, something, give or take. I put this up against that any day of the week. And I know that one doesn't have Colombian emeralds, quad A. This one does. That one has diamonds, this one does too. I think that one is in platinum. That's the only difference. $2,000. It's got to be a brand new item. Never seen it before. Probably the first time you're seeing it. Don't let these sell out before you can get one. Love it. All right, so we're going to move on because I know I've been on it for a long, long time, but it deserves the time. It deserves the time. That is something truly special. Love it. All right, so take advantage of that, folks. Again, that was sold 111.
So,
I keep tapping this thing. I'm like tap, tap, tap.
I realized I forgot about these other pair of hoops that we have.
Okay, let's show them. Do we have them? Or?
Yeah, they're up there. I'll show you these ones right
Aha! Oh yeah, I get them. These are cool. Oh yes. All right, you guys want to see something really cool? Yeah. Yes. How about say yeah? See, can I get a yeah? Oh yeah. All right. 14 karat. So again, over 58% solid gold. But these aren't just any hoops. These are going to be about an inch. So not too big, not too small, just right. Guess what just popped up, ladies and gentlemen? I want you to try this on every item, but I just noticed there is a 25% off online. Guess what? We are online now. It doesn't apply to every single item, but I want you to attempt it. Because if you can get an additional 25% off, holy smoke, take the money and run. Because we're already giving you crazy low. But it just came up. I just noticed it in a little ticker that goes across. So you potentially save 25% off. Just punch in the code. Waiting for it to come back up. Yes, these are right at an inch. Punch in the code extra 25 when you go to checkout. Punch it in the little the code section. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But if it does, for example, that last ring that just got an additional $500 off. It'll be $1,500. No way. Never gonna see that low ever. You won't even get a 1 carat that low. Now, what we have here, tri-color gold. So you're getting that very, very expensive Italian designer look. But what you can see also is you've got all this additional texturing. These essentially, you're gonna have like a wave style design on each of these. I love, love, love how they put the white in between. You've got rose gold, right? They add a little bit of copper in there. Gives it that pink color. You might have heard it referred to as pink gold. You've got 14 karat white gold. What do they do? Well, they add some white alloy metals in with there. It's going to give it that white gold look. Typically, it's going to be palladium, platinum, or rhodium. And then you've got the 14 karat yellow gold, what we're traditionally used to seeing. All meshed in there so beautifully. The Italians, I believe, were the first to kind of put all three together. I mean, I'm sure it's been done before by whoever, but they were the ones that kind of made it mainstream, and it is a really, really cool look. This is not just a run-of-the-mill. Look, you all should have a pair of hoops. Hoops are never going out of style. They're always in vogue, always in fashion. But a pair like this, that, my friends, is different. That should be and would be any day of the week, probably closer with this Italian looking design with all that texturing, this laser cutting texturing that they give, all the three-dimensionality, all that comes along with that would be anywhere from probably $2,000 to $4,000. We $36.99, $3,699 is our estimated retail value. That's about right. Maybe on the little higher end of, what did I say, 2,000 to 4? Yeah, probably on the higher, maybe, look, doesn't matter. Because we're getting them today on clearance for $397. For 14 karat yellow gold hoops, that is unheard of, ladies and gentlemen. This is 4.6 grams. 4.6 grams. For $397, less than $100 a gram for 14 karat yellow gold. With this kind of design, forget about it. Ladies, you need these. You really do. If you don't have a pair, if you have a pair, your friend, your best friend who complimented you on yours needs a pair. You can get them and charge her $1,000 for them. She'll think she got a great deal. And she would. But you're getting them today for less than $400. He's going to bump back up to $529 everyday price, probably after the 29th. Today's the 28th. Probably going to go back up to the everyday price, which is still a great price at $529. That's still fantastic. But $397. How many of these do we have? Do you have that in front of you?
Yeah, we have 32.
All right, so we've got like 3 dozen here available to you. A little less. Vendors. You have an online store? Yes. Yes. Great get. Probably double your money. That is a fantastic price. On top of an already normal everyday price of $529, which is, quite frankly, that's fantastic. Clearance item. Think about getting more than one. They are spectacular. And they're a different take on the hoops. You've got a nice width to them, too. I want to kind of tell you about that. I know I'm getting a little bit behind because we've got a lot of, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I believe 6 items left.
Okay, all right, well, we're making decent time. But these deserve the time. This is such a great get. They're going to be a little shy of, just shy of 1/4 of an inch wide. Maybe I'll measure it. So about 5 millimeters. So just, yeah, we'll call them about 5 millimeters in terms of width. So you've got a nice width on them too. But they show so much stronger just because of all that different texturing. And again, the waviness and all these sort of laser cutting at the zenith of these little waves. Each of those, you have this laser cutting. kind of gives a cool look, adds another dimension. This is just great. And then you add to all that the yellow, the white, and the rose gold. I love these. That's a killer look. They're an inch, but when the impression that they leave is that of like a 2-inch hoop, just in terms of the statement that they make. So kind of back to what I was saying. Yeah, you might have, and I know I spend a lot of time on it. I'm sorry, I like them a lot. Look, you might have a pair of run-of-the-mill hoops, right? Just a nice high polish standard. You should. I'm not. Well, I still have this on. It's very pretty though. That was a 3-carat aquamarine. I think it was sold 107 or 108. Get that. It was under $700. But I digress. You might have that run-of-the-mill pair of hoops, which you should. This is going to be something different. I see a lady with these on. I know she's sophisticated. I know she's classy. I know she's got grace and style, and I like all of those things. Such a great look. Strong. And quite frankly, you know, they show like inside out hoops. Because I guess minus the laser cutting, which I actually like that they didn't do the laser cutting on the interior, because it gives you another different dimension, more of a high polish dimension on the back. So they do show like in and out hoops. These are killer. $397. Never gonna see those at the retail level. I just never seen any quite like that at the retail level. Maybe I have, but not this exact same design, that wave design and all the laser cutting. I don't think I have. I've seen tricolor gold ones before, but not quite like this. Excellent opportunity. I'm gonna show you one last time. Again, we've only got about 32 of these. I think that's gonna be enough, but if somebody wants to come in, there's no limit to the amount you can get, and there's well under $100 a gram for 14-karat gold. So we are gonna move on, but I love that, love that, love that. All right, now, next up, and that was item sold 112. Next up,
Modani 14K yellow gold multi-tourmaline ring. Tourmaline.
yeah. All right. I think this has copper-bearing tourmaline in it. Make an argument. All right, so what I want you to do, if you get this, what I would like for you to do, we're on the cusp. I'm gonna see what you guys think. You guys familiar with copper-bearing tourmaline? I'm gonna say one. Whew. All right. This actually works as a gents ring, kind of. It could. So I'm not even mad at it. All right, so I'm just kind of showing you for scale. But what do you think about those? Here we go for TikTok. You see like some almost like electric mint green. What could be mint green? Pear shapes peppered in. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So let's take a look. We have a traditional green tourmaline here. This one and the one that I'm looking at does not, this one showing here in the picture does look like another green tourmaline. But this and this one and this one and potentially this one down here, not so much with this one down here, but 1, 2, 3. To me, you could make a very strong argument that those are copper-bearing tourmaline. Now, if those are, then $12.99, which is what we're asking for this, just became the best deal you ever got in your lifetime. So I would encourage you to potentially take that to a jeweler and see what they think about it. Because those look to me to be like the green variety of the copper-bearing tourmaline, aka Paraíba tourmaline, aka one of the most expensive gemstones in the world. These are not itty-bitty, teeny-tiny tourmaline either. You've got all these beautiful, and look, now we can start talking about the beautiful other colors that you see there too, which are fantastic themselves. You've got this golden right here. Let's see. You've got a golden. You've got pink. You've got on this one. Okay, so they're going to be a little bit different. Like, cause the one that I've got here, you've got 2 what look like rubelites. So let me just show you here. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we got like 2 rubelites, right? Kind of right on either side, sandwiched on either side of that beautiful yin-yang little row of diamonds there. This is, again, 14 karat yellow gold. So you're going to have a 14 karat stamp. You've also got, let's see, pink tourmaline. You've got golden tourmaline. You've got, I believe that's going to do it. So we've got yellow, green, a light mint green to me, which looks like copper bearing tourmaline, and rubelite. Spectacular. And again, large stones. Look at the size of those. We're not talking pave or even micro pave. Definitely not talking micro pave. Definitely not talking pave. I mean, these are like each one of these stones, any one of them could be its own solitaire ring. About the size of your average little studs, for sure, of a decent size stud. 4 karat 50 total weight. You've even got over 5.5 grams on yellow gold. I think this works as a gent's ring, but it definitely works for the ladies because you got a big sort of wide cigar style band there, right? Probably for the ladies, yeah. But to each their own, don't be scared. $12.99. This is easily something I think you would pay $4,000 for at the retail level. If those are copper bearing tourmaline, forget about it. Never going to get it for $4,000. Not going to get it for under $10,000. Really nice halo. Well, I don't know if we want to call it a halo. We'll just call it an outer edge of diamonds. And it sort of tapers down on the sides. You have a nice little sizing area, but into still a very thick band. So you've got a substantial amount of gold here. Open air under gallery, which I like. It does have the little yin-yang line of gold going through it. So I guess we could call that, it kind of makes it ease on and off with comfort. This is a newer item here. So we do have it available in sizes 5 on up to 11. This has got to be the 11. Going to give you a big, bold look. Low profile, though. That's why I was kind of thinking it could be a gent's ring. Gent's rings, typically you want to have a lower profile, right? Because we bang around. You got a tourmaline. So tourmaline, very strong on the Mohs hardness scale, between the 7 and the 8. And collector's gemstones, all of them, right? Tourmaline comes in probably the widest variety of color hues and tones of any gemstone in the world. It's definitely a gemstone collector's. I still have on this tanzanite ring. I'm starting to look like a jeweler here. This guy. $12.99 is a killer buy for that. 4 karat 50 total weight. Can we scroll down? We have this available in white gold too, I think.
No.
Yeah. Oh, the white. Here's, folks, this is going to sell out. You know how I know? The white gold is completely sold out. These in yellow gold probably arrived the day after. In other words, they haven't been shown. I'm pointing, like, where's he pointing to? They haven't been shown on television yet. Because they would have shown them. And now I think they just must have just landed. And I doubt they sold them on TV for $12.99. I doubt that. Oh, also, try that. If you try the extra 25, you might be able to get this for less than $1,000. It would be 250, 25%. 250 plus 75 equals what? 325. Yeah. If you can get that, use that code extra 25, you might be able to get that. If it applies, I don't know if it will, but it's worth a shot when you go to checkout. If you get this for less than $1,000, you scored. If you get it for $12.99, you scored. Now, let's talk about the carat weight on the tourmaline. And we've got multicolor, right? $4 karat 20. 420, bro, on the multicolored. And those are large tourmaline stones. Beautiful, high quality. You got top gem quality and excellent color on every one of those. The remainder of that's going to be in your diamonds. Those are going to be, let's see, so 30 points in your diamonds. And kind of that sort of yin-yang style halo there. a great look. A great look. Very, very expensive. Multicolor tourmaline ring at the retail level is probably going to set you back. And 14 karat gold would probably set you back. Something like this would set you back anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000, 5,000, something like that. Depending on, the level at which we're talking about. If we're talking about a high-end showroom, something like this, and this does look high-end. It is. It doesn't just look, it is. Anyway, it's a great get, and it will probably not be shown here again. It probably won't be this price again. I'd be surprised, because I think we charge $1,500 for this all day, every day on TV, and we sell out of them. And we clearly sold out of the ones that were in white gold. These probably came after the fact. Every single one of these that we have, and we have it available in all the sizes. I think this is probably the first time you're seeing it. This is probably the first time, and it may be the last time you're seeing it, that we have this available to you. Because every single one, if you go to Sold 113, and you'll see, oh look, here's another variation in white gold. You click on that, every single one of those sizes are sold out. Late arrival. Yeah, $12.99. That's probably what they probably showed them for $12.99, and they sold out like that. Because that's when you get vendors involved. Because this is not a $1,299 ring. No way, no how. With what looks like copper-bearing tourmaline, 1, 2, what I think at least 3 of these look like copper-bearing tourmaline, and decent sizes too, probably quarter carat sizes. Forget about it. You know what a quarter carat polyuva tourmaline goes for? Quarter carat polyuva tourmaline is like $2,500. Those look copper-bearing to me, but that's just my opinion. At least 3 of them. Anyway, either way, whether they are or aren't, this is a fantastic get. So take advantage of it. $12.99. Try the code extra25 when you get to checkout. Don't miss this. You got it in sizes 5 through 11. Just landed. Don't let them show this on TV and sell out of all of them, because it probably will be sold out. They can't show it for the next 24 hours. This might be the best deal of the show. And we've shown you some great deals. All right, we're gonna move on. Sold 130. Oh gosh, we're running out of time. Go, do it. Get to the jewelry. Or the chopper. Terrible Schwarzenegger impersonation there. All right, so that was sold 113. Probably the best deal you're ever going to see on a multicolored tourmaline ring. Which you can still see behind me. But we're going to shift gears a little bit here. And I suspect I'm going to make a guess at what we're going to. This. Okay, so I didn't guess this. I guessed the ruby ring. We'll get to that.
Yes.
Probably next.
Yes. Appreciate
But, actually that is the only one. Oh, well, we got to get to those too. But, all right, so I'm going to speed up here because I'm seeing 51 after. Looky what we have here. Well, what you have is AAA quality, top 5 percentile. Doesn't get much better than that in terms of Sleeping Beauty, and probably in the top 5 percentile of all turquoise in all the world. I include the Iranian material because this is that non-veined from a mine that has been closed down, yada, yada, yada. I'm sure you guys have all heard this. The Sleeping Beauty mine, Globe, Arizona, closed down 2013. Still did some copper mining thereafter for a little bit. Now completely shuttered, completely boarded. Named after the Sleeping Beauty silhouette that you see in the mountain range in the distance or somewhere close by there. I've never been to the actual mine because it's been closed down forever. This is what they pay big, 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 big money for per carat. This is 10 carat 50. Now, a little bit of that's going to be in your diamonds. You've got nice sized diamonds on either side of, what is a nice size shank going down either side. Now, it kind of looks like a heart right here. It's got a little fleur-de-lis right there. You can call it a fleur-de-lis. I call it a heart. Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day is upon us. This We had it at $5,000, which makes all the sense in the world. When you're talking about this much carat weight. When you're talking about a cocktail ring and a Sleeping Beauty. That's massive, nearly knuckle to knuckle on my big gorilla hands. Can you believe it? It's a beautiful pear shape, which means you get a little versatility in this. You can wear it with the point facing up, or you can wear it with the point facing down. Doesn't matter. It's your prerogative. But the fact that we have this below $1,000, below $900, below $800, it's $799. The size 10 is not sold out. We just got it here. You might, and we'll check it back in. How quickly do you check these back in after the show?
Honestly, don't know.
Okay, because I think this is the first time, maybe the last time these are being checked. How many do we have total?
We have.
Because I think the size
15.
10 is, how many?
15.
Okay, so 15, which means 16. Because I've got the size 10, but we've only got one of them because it's showing it as sold out. It's just checked out because I'm wearing it. All right. So if you want to get a size 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, we have 110 available to you as well. There's only 16 of these. There's no ratings on it yet because it just arrived. This is probably the first time you're seeing it. And it will probably be the last based on the price. $799. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not in vermeil. It's in 10 karat gold. Nope.
Yeah, I don't think we had a card for that one.
Okay. Nope, we don't. No big deal. 10 karat 50. Probably going to be about 10 carats. Robin's Egg Blue. Sleeping Beauty. Genuine Sleeping Beauty turquoise. I can't believe we're still getting this high quality, this large. It's unheard of to see a piece this large these days. Look at the size of that. It's spectacular. Pristine. Other than the Zachary treatment. You want the Zachary treatment. And by the way, 95+% of your gemstones are going to be treated in some form or fashion. Zachary treatment just coats what is a very porous gemstone, protecting it. Fantastic. Can we scroll down just a little bit? I'm just curious. It's got to be at least 10 carats on that center stone, maybe 50 points in the diamonds. 10 karat 29. Yep. So 10 karat 29. The remainder of that's going to be in your genuine round diamonds. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 7. You've got 7 nice size rounds on either side. And we'll kind of give you just a quick shot of those. Okay. For everybody on our other platforms. There we go. There we go. TikTok again. So you got sort of a V for victory. Wait, I don't think you're supposed to do that in like England or somewhere. That means bad sign, bad language. It's either this, the peace sign. No, this way is fine. You're supposed to not flip your peace sign around. It means like up.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that.
Something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Some other country. If you're watching in another country, I think I did do it, like the peace sign. We digress. $7.99, 16 available. Big, beautiful look. I've got to move because we're almost out of time, and I want to make sure that I get to the remaining 2 items. So definitely want my studs here at a certain point, and definitely want my ruby. Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll do the ruby ring next.
Okay, cool. All right, so ruby ring. What we're talking about here is a very, very large. Now, this is a very popular design that we started last year. It's a big pillow, big sort of cushion that beautiful 3 karat 75 ruby is sitting on, and that ruby is the ideal ruby color. So nearly 4 carats on a massive pigeon blood red ruby right there. Some of the best color you will ever see. All resting in 10 karat yellow gold on that beautiful pillow. Excellent use of your, again, we talked a lot here about the use of negative space. Here is a beautiful prime example. Negative space, just these little holes that you see, little perforations, all meticulously placed, and then they've blown it up into a nice, really sort of a high profile on the side, right? Just gives it a really cool element and design on that. I love these. We have it available in sizes 5, 8, and size 10. This is probably, and size 11. We've got 111. So 5, 8, 10, and 111. You just wait for that one to be checked back in if you want the size 11. But that, talk about a ruby presence. All right, so just to show you on my hand, now I'm going to put it back on here. It is sizable. There's a little sizing bar down at the bottom. So if we don't have it in your size, let's not let perfect be the enemy of the good. Because this is less than $100 a carat. Not even accounting for the gold. It's how in the heck? It's $229. $229 for nearly 4 carats. 3 carats, 75. The king of gemstones and the gemstone of queens. That is a spectacular deal. That's not even on clearance. 23 reviews, 4.5 star rating, which is virtually impossible to get when we're talking about anything over 5 reviews. You're going to have somebody that's unhappy. But 4.5 out of 5 stars is spectacular. And it looks like we're last in stock opportunity. How many do we have total of these?
We have
3.
Maybe 4, but let's just assume 3. Last in stock. So yeah, we have 4 because we have the 5 and 8, a 10, and I've got the 11 right here. Get it sized. The money we're saving you, ladies and gentlemen, we're less than $100 a carat for what might be the most popular gemstone in the world. Power color on this one. Ladies, you got to do it. You got to do it. It might be the last time you see them because there's only 4 of them available. So I'm going to move on just because we're almost out of time. $229. Friends, if that's in vermeil, that's a great deal. That's in 10 karat gold. So we are going to move on. That was sold $115. That massive ruby ring. Sold $115. And we've got a little bit of time left, so I'm going to try to get to this studs if we could.
Yeah, we need studs.
Spessartite garnet. My former network, we called it mandarin garnet. It's colored by the manganese in the stone. These are rounds, studs. Dudes, these work for you too. If you have your ears pierced, go for it, gents. That'd make a good pair of stud earrings. Now, these are in 10 karat yellow gold. Viceroy. That always makes me think about like the Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah.
The Viceroy Spessartine Garnet. Full carat. So you got 50 points apiece, larger than your average engagement ring size stone. Definitely large enough to be in its own solitaire ring. Beautiful, rich orange color. That's why we called it mandarin garnet. Now, here's the thing. The everyday price at $69.99 is spectacular. This is rarer than a diamond. The color is sensational. You've got round cuts, the most popular cut, period, full stop, but statistically, absolutely. Shows off brilliance and sparkle. You've got round, brilliant cuts on those. And then you've got this rich, just beautiful, extremely rare garnet, which is, of course, January's birthstone, and it's still January. So if you messed up, no big deal. These are $66.49. How many do we have?
We have
17.
Last in stock opportunity. We've got them priced less than costume jewelry for genuine mandarin garnet, spessartite garnet, spessartine garnet. Goes by many names. They are beautiful. This is extremely rare. These are extremely clean too. The picture doesn't do them justice. When you get these home, these are very, very clean and clear. So, man, these are a great get. Half a carat a piece, $66. This material, dealer to dealer, goes for a lot more than $66 a carat. Wow. Clearance item, $16.63 on budget pay. Think about doing that. Think about getting these. Look, if you can afford it, it's going to come out to what, $16.63. It'll come out to a little over 50 cents a day. So your initial investment, let's round that $16.63. Let's round that up to $17. All right. So $17 is the initial. These are great for men, great for women. They're the ideal size studs. You can dress them up, dress them down, wear them in your bikini, wear them naked. Doesn't matter. They're going to look really, really good. You've got a round cut, very, very desirable. $17, and then you've got 3 months of paying a little over 50 cents a day. Okay, let's call it 60 cents a day. $17, and then 60 cents a day for the remaining 3 months. That is a fantastic deal. And these are in solid 10 karat gold. Yeah, I think so. I want to thank everybody for watching. I know I've probably got something in between now and then, but I'm definitely on Friday, the overnight show. That's going to be 2 to 6 a.m. I want to thank Mr. DJ, did a great job today. Appreciate you. We got to pretty much everything except for this really nice special type garnet. We'll put that up.
And that pendant.
I missed the pendant. We'll put these up on the,
and
that would go really great with that ring that we showed you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so we'll put those up on the website.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you, everybody. I'll see you at least on Friday, probably before then. But God bless you. See you all next time. All right.
All right.
Cool beans.
Nice.
All right, so 66. I'll just put those studs up. 66.